Hello, everybody. I am not well attired, so that's why you can't see my face. But I just want to say a blessed morning to you from around the world, those of you that are watching us from the island of St. Lucia, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, Barbados. Let me share. When I first came on to this live, I told you I saw a wind of change, but the fact is that you have to pray and fast. I am getting some footage from St. Vincent actually right now. People are sending me footage of stuff from last night and what is happening in St. Vincent right now with, listen, when you have a dictator, and I want people from Barbados to take a note of what is taking place in St. Vincent. And years ago, it is in I prophesied that Barbados was going to be a republic. That came to pass. I prophesied, God told me that the nation will become a republic. And I prophesied that the nation was going to have a dictatorship. And the dictatorship, so when there was another prime minister that lost to Motley, I said, Lord, this is not the dictatorship, because I had the opportunity to go to Government House to speak to Maria. Which prime minister that I went to Government House to speak to? Fondel Stewart. God had given me a message for Fondel Stewart that, and I had the opportunity to go to Government House where Fondel Stewart was, and I told him that if he had not done certain things, that he would lose the election. A lot of people do not know the amount of work that I have done and the amount of prime ministers that I have, that the Lord has sent me to. When I told the people of St. Vincent that I saw a wind of change, but they need to fast and pray, the Lord was showing me a demonic system that is over the nation. And the fact is, because the people are praying, you see, you can have a demonic system over the nation to hold the people. But just like how the Israelites were in Egypt, and St. Vincent was in Egypt for probably 5.5 years, whatever years that man, 20-something years, whatever years that he was in. That is the reason why I told the people that it would be a hard thing to remove this man. And I want the people of Barbados to take a note of this, because that one we have there, that one we got there in Barbados is a dictator. Now, I am not only speaking because I can speak. I am speaking because God showed me those things. I want you to listen to me carefully as a child of God. That man, Ralph Gonzalez, had the nation of St. Vincent under a demonic covering. A demonic covering for so long that people from around the world was praying for that nation. And before anybody came out, the Lord told me that there is a wind of change coming to St. Vincent, and a wind of change is coming to St. Lucia. These two nations are going to be delivered by the hands of God as the people of St. Lucia pray. Listen to me. I am getting a lot of footage from St. Vincent is what is going on from polling station. From polling stations, and last night, how this man, look, it can tell you that a demonic spirit is controlling that man. At 70 years old, why won't you let go? Why won't you go and sleep? Why won't you? So for him to be in power for so long, he had a demonic spirit over the nation. But I want to let you know it is over from today. And you cannot stop praying. You cannot stop praying, because he's going to try everything to get back in power. And that's why I was the first person to come out to tell you that there is a wind of change over the country. The fact is, you must understand that St. Vincent cannot remain the same. And you got to continue to pray. This man is going to incite violence. And that's the reason why I said, people, you got to fast and pray because of what is to come. And what is to come. And in St. Lucia, it's going to be the same. Let me share this with you. That one we have in Barbados, oh, she going to be worse than that. Because the fact is, these people think that the nations of the world belong to them. They believe that the nations belong to them. So he can't let go. First of all, Ralph Gonzalez knows in the realm of the spirit that he is done with. He knows from in the realm of the spirit that he's done with. And he's going to do everything in his power. Now, and if y'all are smart, y'all need to understand that he can even stab himself and say somebody stab him. That's how wicked that man is. They had something around the Caribbean saying that he was stabbed. Why he walking about this morning? So listen to me. I hope Barbadians wake up. You got to wake up, Barbadians. You got to wake up. Because I saw in my dreams, the Lord showed me in my dream that there will be a coup in Barbados. And I saw the reporter talking. You do not know the amount of wickedness that these people does to stay in power. A lot of wickedness. But listen to me. Listen to me. I want you to listen to me. You cannot stop praying. You cannot stop praying. You got to continue to pray. Because that man ain't done with you all yet. And let me say this. He's putting the people that protect him in danger. He doesn't care about nobody. He's about his selfish mode. I have never seen an election in my life. And as a matter of fact, in Barbados, you can't do that. If your name is not on the list, you can't do that. In Barbados, I must say Barbados has tight security for election. And you will never see that scene in Barbados. And it says that maybe the Vincentian Constitution, whatever you'll have to do, there is something that you'll have to do with the Constitution of whatever you'll have to do. It says that there is slackness. There is a lot of slackness in the things that you'll do for election. Because if you don't belong to a polling station, one of the polling stations in Barbados, you can't enter there. In Barbados, we have tight security. So listen to me. I will be rejoicing with y'all. I went yellow from now to the 1st of December. Yellow is the code. Let them monkey, retarded people get away from there. And you have a retarded one in St. Lucia. Retarded. I have never seen a prime minister so retarded in my life. You sure that he running the government in St. Lucia? He is one of the worst. PJ is one of the worst prime ministers St. Lucia ever had. All right, so listen to, regardless of what they say, God has given them the victory. And I hope St. Lucia follow that same mood. Y'all about there, St. Lucia is being sold to other people. And you're about there. So yellow is the code. I'll come back later. I am going to come back. Look, Ralph Gonzalez make prime ministers around the world shame. You know, he was always common. He was always common, so I am shamed. But I thought the Prime Minister office should be something of dignity. I see no dignity there with Ralph Gonzalez. All I see was a commoner. A commoner. So I continue to pray for St. Vincent liberation. PJP, that man, Philip JPI, is the worst. Look, St. Lucia has produced Nobel Prize winner. PJP is the most retarded prime minister I have ever seen in my life. You see, when you forget God, then God give you something. God give you retarded people to lead you. And it is time for us to get it right. All right? So I coming on in a few minutes to turn the vote some more in St. Lucia with that retarded man y'all got running your country. Retardation. Retardation. He can't talk. He can't talk. And don't play y'all come here to curse me on this live. Look, I have never seen a retarded prime minister as PJP. Now, I am coming now in a few minutes to turn things around in St. Lucia. Nonsense. I want all Barbadians to take a note from St. Vincent. Because that lady gonna do the same thing. She gonna roll on the ground. She gonna roll on the ground. She gonna scream. That's when you keep somebody too long. Dictatorship. And I gone. Remember that I love y'all. I love y'all. Oh, Ralph Gonzalez. Listen, the whole world laughing at St. Vincent. But not anymore. You want somebody with class walking about. God, his security details. Walking from neighborhood to neighborhood. That is a shame. He don't want to let go. He don't want to let go. He want to make more money. As a matter of fact, by the time the election done, he gonna have a catheter. He gonna have a catheter because too many women saw his privates are gone. All them women who saw his private for work. It's time for St. Lucia to be liberated. Listen, we in St. Lucia have produced Nobel Prize winner. And we produce Nobel Prize winner. And you have a retarded. That man is so retarded. He can't even answer a simple question. Retarded Prime Minister. But I never. And you want a retarded man like that to lead you. Your solutions. We produce Nobel Prize winners. And you got retardation. A whole retarded man. You ask him a question. Listen. You got a whole retarded man. A retarded man with a nation that have produced Nobel Prize winners. Hey? Sorry wrong with y'all. St. Lucians, get yourself together. He is one of the worst retarded law. I don't know. St. Lucians, I'm coming on in a few minutes to back you. Get that retarded man out of office. Gone.